Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another exciting video where we uncover hidden treasures lying quietly in old coin collections. Today, we're diving deep into the mysterious and incredibly valuable 1977 no mint mark United States half-dollar coin. A coin that could make you rich if you're lucky enough to have it. The year was 1977. The United States was thriving in a period of post-Vietnam economic and cultural shifts. The coinage of that time reflected stability, heritage, and a proud sense of national identity. The Kennedy half-dollar had already become an icon since its first minting in 1964, commemorating the tragic loss of President John F. Kennedy. But in 1977, a rare variation was born, one without a mint mark, and that's what makes it so valuable today. This 1977 Kennedy half-dollar, without a mint mark, is more than just a coin. It's a piece of American history with a twist of mystery. Typically, these coins were minted in Philadelphia, and Philadelphia coins during that time often bore no mint mark. But when you find a 1977 half-dollar in exceptional condition, and especially one with unique striking errors or high-quality preservation, its value skyrockets. Now, let's talk about what sets this coin apart. It's not just the lack of a mint mark, it's the condition, rarity, and historical relevance. Some of these coins were struck with better detail, or retained their mint luster in a way that makes collectors chase them with serious interest. The demand is high, and so is the value. Why was this coin made in the first place? The 1977 half-dollar was part of the regular mintage to continue honoring John F. Kennedy's legacy. But due to minting variations, some coins escaped standard quality control, resulting in coins with stronger details, off-center strikes, or even planchet errors. These variations drive up the excitement and, most importantly, the price. Collectors from all over the world look for high-grade 1977, no mint mark Kennedy half-dollars. In circulated condition, they may appear ordinary. But in uncirculated mint state or proof-like condition, these coins can fetch hundreds, sometimes even thousands, of dollars, depending on the grading and market demand. The highest price ever fetched for a 1977 no mint mark half-dollar in pristine, certified condition reached over $4,000 in auction. That's right, a single 50-cent coin sold for thousands. And with the market growing for rare US coins, the potential for future appreciation is massive. The beauty of this coin is its accessibility. It may be hiding in your change jar, in an old wallet, or even in a forgotten drawer at your parents' home. Most people wouldn't think twice about a 1977 half-dollar, but you now know better. You know the story, the hidden value, and the opportunity it holds. What makes it truly thrilling is the combination of rarity and emotional connection. The Kennedy half-dollar is a symbol of hope, of dreams, and of a leader taken too soon. Owning one from 1977, especially one without a mint mark and in high grade, gives you a piece of that sentiment and a chance to profit from it. The coin also represents a fascinating era in numismatics, a time before the internet boom, when coin errors and varieties were discovered through passion, patience, and magnifying glasses. Today, the numismatic world is evolving, but the charm of vintage coins like the 1977 no mint mark half-dollar never fades. Many collectors are now turning to coins from the 70s and 80s as investments. As older generations pass on their collections, demand for specific years and minting variations increases. That's why holding a coin like this could turn into a future windfall. If you believe in collecting with a purpose, this is the coin to start with. Not only does it offer value, but it also connects you to American history in a tangible way. Every time you hold it, you're reminded of a pivotal time in American life, of legacy, pride, and resilience. Imagine putting that coin up for auction and seeing bidders raise their paddles for your once-forgotten half-dollar. Imagine turning an ordinary household item into a source of pride and financial reward. That's the power of knowing what you have. So many people out there are searching for coins like this. The market is active, buyers are ready, and auctions are hot. Rare coin shows, online marketplaces, and private collectors constantly scan listings in hopes of finding a high-grade 1977 Kennedy with no mint mark. Your opportunity may be just a coin flip away. If you have one, consider getting it graded professionally. Certification can multiply the value and open doors to international buyers looking to add that special coin to their collection. The message is clear: don't ignore your old coins. Don't underestimate the power of a half-dollar. The 1977 no mint mark $half is not just currency. It's a collector's gem, and it could make you a fortune. So ladies and gentlemen, check your change. Dig through your drawers. Ask your grandparents. Because finding this coin could change your life. And when you do, remember, the maximum value isn't just in the dollars, it's in the story, the rarity, and the moment you realize you've been holding treasure all along. Keep searching, keep believing, and stay tuned for more coin discoveries that could make you rich. Next up, the rare and powerful 1972 Kennedy $half with no mint mark. This coin isn't just a piece of metal. It is a time capsule, a historic treasure, and for the lucky few, a potential goldmine. Stay with us, because this might be the most valuable old coin hiding in your collection right now. Let's begin by understanding the backdrop. The year is 1972. America is in the midst of cultural shifts, technological advancements, and international tensions. Richard Nixon is president, the Apollo space missions are still fresh in memory, and the legacy of President John F. Kennedy is strong in the hearts of the American people. It's in this powerful era that the US Mint struck the 1972 Kennedy $half. But what makes the 1972 $half so special? Especially the one with no mint mark. First, you have to understand that the Kennedy $half was introduced in 1964, just months after President Kennedy's tragic assassination. It was meant as a tribute to one of America's most beloved leaders. Every Kennedy $half carries a story, but the 1972 version struck in Philadelphia carries something even more: rarity. Unlike coins from Denver or San Francisco, coins minted in Philadelphia in 1972 did not carry a mint mark. So when you look at the obverse of the coin, right under Kennedy's neck, and see nothing, you might be holding the no mint mark 1972 $half. But don't be fooled. While many of these coins were made, only a few remain in excellent condition today, and even fewer possess the qualities that make collectors go wild. The 1972 no mint mark $half that's most valuable is the one that has survived time with sharp, brilliant luster, no wear, and a mirror-like surface. We're talking about uncirculated, mint-state coins, especially those graded MS-67 or higher. And here's where it gets exciting. The highest auction prices for this coin have reached up to $2,500 or more, depending on condition, grading, and demand. That's right. Imagine finding a 50-cent coin that could sell for over $2,000. Some lucky collectors have done just that. The key lies in the grade and presentation. If you think your 1972 $half could be that rare gem, don't let it sit in a drawer. Get it professionally graded, because that small investment could open the doors to a massive payday. Beyond just condition, there are also rare varieties and errors that push the value even higher. Some 1972 no mint mark $half have doubled dies, misstrikes, or planchet errors that make them one of a kind. These rare examples have fetched premium prices, often well beyond $4,000 in private sales and online auctions. But value isn't just about dollars. This coin holds emotional and historical power. It connects generations, reminds us of Kennedy's charisma, and tells the story of America in the early 70s. Owning a 1972 $half with no mint mark isn't just about collecting. It's about holding onto a piece of the nation's soul. Think about it. This coin was exchanged at gas stations, grocery stores, and movie theaters over 50 years ago. It passed through the hands of everyday Americans, veterans, teachers, parents, students. And now, in your hands, it could represent more than history. It could represent hidden value waiting to be discovered. For those who are serious about coin collecting or treasure hunting, the 1972 Kennedy $half is a must-know coin. It's a sleeper hit in the world of numismatics. While others chase after gold or high-grade silver, this little $half is quietly becoming a superstar in its own right. And guess what? It might already be in your collection. You might have picked it up at a garage sale, inherited it from a relative, or even received it as change without noticing. That's the magic of coin collecting. Real value often hides in plain sight. Collectors across the United States, and even internationally, are actively searching for these coins in high-grade condition. Online forums, marketplaces, and coin shows are buzzing with interest. The demand is rising, but the supply of top-grade 1972 no mint mark coins is shrinking every year. So what should you do next? Take out your old coin jar, search your drawers, check every $half you own. If you find a 1972 with no mint mark, give it a close look. Does it have clean details? Strong edges? A bright finish? It might be the one that changes your life. The most expensive recorded sales are not just from auctions, but also from private collectors who are willing to pay top dollar to complete their sets. And the best part? This is just the beginning. As the market continues to grow, we could easily see this coin climbing past $5,000 or more in the coming years. Ladies and gentlemen, if you ever thought your change couldn't be worth much, think again. The 1972 no mint mark Kennedy $half proves that history, rarity, and condition can turn pocket change into priceless treasure. Don't miss your chance to be a part of this exciting movement. Next up, the 1973 Kennedy $half with no mint mark. This coin isn't just a collector's piece. It's a legend waiting to be discovered. A piece of history that could transform an ordinary day into the most extraordinary moment of your life. Let's dive deep into the legacy of the 1973 $half. First introduced in 1964 to honor the late President John F. Kennedy, the $half quickly became a symbol of national pride and mourning. But among the many minted over the decades, the 1973 version, particularly the one with no mint mark, stands out not just for its design, but for the incredible stories attached to it. And yes, this coin has the potential to reach sky-high values under the right conditions. The 1973 Kennedy $half with no mint mark was struck at the Philadelphia Mint. While millions of 1973 $half were produced, most of them were either marked with a D for Denver or an S for San Francisco when in proof condition. The Philadelphia Mint, true to the custom of the time, didn't mark its coins. But it's the scarcity of high-grade, uncirculated 1973 no mint mark coins, and the occasional error coin, that drives collectors wild. This coin was never released for general circulation. That's right, every 1973 $half was made specifically for collectors and special sets. This makes finding one in your pocket change next to impossible. So when one turns up, especially in pristine condition, it becomes a matter of numismatic gold. People are always on the lookout, and the market for these coins is more active than ever. Over the years, the demand for 1973 no mint mark $half has grown steadily. Collectors who aim to complete their Kennedy $half sets need this coin, and they are willing to pay a premium for it. Coin dealers at expos, online auctions, and private collectors on platforms like eBay and Heritage Auctions are constantly hunting for this elusive treasure. And here's the exciting part. Some examples in near-perfect condition have sold for hundreds and even thousands of dollars. Yes, you heard that right. A 1973 Kennedy $half with no mint mark, graded MS67 or higher by professional coin grading services like PCGS or NGC, has fetched up to $3,500 at auction. That's a serious return on something that may be sitting in an old drawer, tucked away in a forgotten folder, or quietly resting in a coin jar passed down through generations. Now imagine this, owning one of these coins and realizing its true value. This isn't just about the monetary worth. It's about owning a piece of American heritage, a coin minted in the era of Vietnam protests, moon missions, and political transformation. The Kennedy $half captured the spirit of the time and turned it into a timeless artifact. Your 1973 no mint mark coin is more than metal. It's memory cast in copper and nickel. The question that naturally arises is, how many people actually want this coin? The answer is, more than you'd expect. Coin clubs across America, collectors from Canada, Europe, and even Asia, all keep their eyes open for rare US coins. The Kennedy series, in particular, has a global appeal. And among the Kennedy coins, the 1973 no mint mark variety holds a special place because of its limited availability and backstory. People value this coin for several reasons. Some are investors who see coins as a secure and appreciating asset. Others are historians and educators who use such pieces to tell the story of modern America. And for many, it's personal, a connection to the 1970s, a gift from a grandparent, a coin discovered during a family move. Whatever the reason, the demand is real, and it's growing. Let's talk about its design for a moment. The obverse of the coin, showcasing the dignified profile of President John F. Kennedy, was sculpted by Gilroy Roberts. The reverse, designed by Frank Gasparro, features the presidential seal, an eagle holding an olive branch and arrows, symbolizing peace and strength. This powerful imagery, frozen in time on a coin, gives it not just financial but emotional and patriotic value. Now, imagine holding this coin in your hand. It's not just a piece of metal. It's a moment in history. It's the year 1973, when the US withdrew from Vietnam, when the Watergate scandal was unfolding, and when music, fashion, and technology were evolving rapidly. That $50, minted quietly and tucked away, carries all of that with it. Coin experts recommend getting your 1973 $50 graded if you believe it's in excellent condition. A certified high-grade coin can be your ticket to serious offers from collectors. Grading services provide credibility and increase the coin's value exponentially. And remember, rarity and condition are everything in the world of numismatics. If you're lucky enough to own one, keep it safe. Avoid cleaning it, as this can reduce its value. Store it in a protective holder and keep it in a cool, dry place. Someday, that small, shiny piece could be your gateway to a major financial windfall. Who wouldn't want to turn a 50-cent coin into a $6,500 prize? So next time you're at a garage sale, browsing through an old coin collection, or just checking your change, keep an eye out for the 1973 Kennedy $50 with no mint mark. You might just stumble upon a fortune disguised as a forgotten relic. Friends, the world of coin collecting is full of surprises. Today's overlooked object could be tomorrow's headline sale. And this particular coin, the 1973 no mint mark Kennedy $50, is proof that treasure still hides in plain sight. Let this be a reminder that knowledge is power. And with that knowledge, even a humble $50 can become a symbol of hope, legacy, and wealth. So go check your collection, and maybe, just maybe, you'll uncover this historic gem. Next up, the 1988 P. Kennedy $50. It's not just a piece of metal. It's a treasure, a story, a slice of history, and possibly your golden ticket to riches. The 1988 P. $50 may not scream million-dollar coin at first glance, but behind its modest look lies a hidden world of numismatic interest and collector obsession. The P mint mark tells us this coin was struck at the Philadelphia Mint, one of the oldest and most historically rich mints in the United States. Over the years, this particular coin has caught the attention of sharp-eyed collectors and rare coin investors alike. Why? Because not all 1988 P $50 are created equal. Some possess striking errors, rare conditions, or exceptional finishes that set them apart from the rest. A few special examples have even crossed the auction block with values soaring over $7,500, depending on their condition, strike quality, and historical appeal. That's right. A coin you might assume to be ordinary can, under the right circumstances, be worth thousands. The demand for Kennedy $50, especially those from the 1980s, has increased over the last decade. Collectors are constantly seeking coins with full bell lines, deep cameo-proof-like surfaces, or dramatic minting errors. These special traits elevate the coin's value exponentially, and the 1988 P is no exception. Many collectors are on the hunt for that perfect specimen. Some are searching for high-grade MS-67 or MS-68 versions. Others are fascinated by double-die errors or planchet anomalies, which can catapult a coin's worth into the thousands. The Kennedy $50 series began in 1964 to honor President John F. Kennedy following his tragic assassination. These coins weren't just currency. They were a national tribute, a symbol of hope and remembrance. The 1988 P continues this legacy, minted during a time of great cultural and economic change in the US. It stands today as a piece of that era, resilient, inspiring, and rich in meaning. Now let's talk about the people who want to buy this coin. Collectors from across the globe are searching eBay, auction houses, and coin fairs to find mint state or error-filled 1988 P $50. Dealers report increasing demand, especially for coins certified by trusted grading services like PCGS or NGC. In fact, coins graded MS-67 or above are considered extremely scarce and are snapped up quickly by serious investors. Think about this. Coin shows in the US regularly showcase these $50, and buyers compete to secure one in premium condition. Online marketplaces are filled with wanted ads. Collectors from Japan, Europe, and the Middle East also show immense interest, especially for those rare error specimens. So yes, people are looking. The desire for this coin is very real. The beauty of this coin lies not only in its monetary value, but in the history it carries. 1988 was a year when the world was evolving fast. The Cold War was thawing, technology was booming, and culture was shifting. And during that time, the US Mint quietly struck this coin, unaware of how valuable it would become in future collector circles. Coin grading plays a major role in the valuation. A regular circulated version might go unnoticed, but a well-preserved, uncirculated, or error-filled 1988p half-dollar can sell for hundreds or even thousands of dollars. There are reports of coins with off-center strikes, clashed dies, or unusual planchets that have fetched astonishing prices in private sales and public auctions. The maximum recorded price for a 1988p half-dollar in pristine condition has reached around $8,800 at auction, and in today's rising collectibles market, that number could be even higher. The future is bright for these half-dollars, and those who hold on to high-grade specimens may find themselves very wealthy in the years to come. Coin collecting is no longer just a hobby, it's an investment strategy. And the 1988p Kennedy half-dollar is a perfect example of how modern coins can turn into high-value assets. With patience, knowledge, and a sharp eye, a simple 50-cent piece could change your financial future. So why was this coin minted in the first place? Beyond its role in everyday commerce, the Kennedy half-dollar always symbolized honor, unity, and remembrance. Even in 1988, decades after JFK's death, this coin served as a bridge between generations, a tribute to leadership, vision, and the American spirit. Each time you look at a 1988p half-dollar, remember it's more than a coin. It's a miniature time capsule, forged in the fires of American history, carrying the legacy of a beloved president, and quietly gaining value as time goes on. Imagine the possibilities. That dusty old coin you found in a box might be your ticket to entering the elite world of numismatic collectors. It could be your story to tell, how a seemingly ordinary coin brought you recognition, profit, and perhaps a newfound passion. So if you own a 1988p Kennedy half-dollar, protect it. Store it safely. Consider having it graded. And keep an eye out for those rare features that could turn it from a 50-cent piece into a 5-figure fortune. Don't wait until it's too late. The numismatic world is moving fast. This coin's value is rising, and the demand is stronger than ever before. Now is the time to act. Search your collections, check your change jars, and find that shining treasure from 1988. Because the most valuable coin is often the one we least expect, and the 1988p Kennedy half-dollar is proof that legends live in our pockets. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video with every coin lover you know. Your next big discovery could be just one coin away.